Back and forth it's been. Two really well-coached teams. The Celtics now 5-0 following a loss this postseason, winning those games by an average of nearly 18 points per game, the fourth highest in a single postseason in NBA history. Dating back to the regular season, John, the Celtics are 11-1 in their last 12 games following a loss.
Stephen A. Smith squeezing in some SportsCenter between NBA Countdown and First Take. Stephen A., we have 4 games, we have 4 blowouts. I don't know if I have praise for the winner or I am just disgusted by the losers in these things. Where are you?
How about both? How about being praised to the winners when they win and being disgusted with the losers when they lose, because they both vacillated back and forth, sticking up the joint or looking absolutely sensational. In this particular case, Boston came out like gangbusters, 29-11 in the first quarter. Derek White filling in for Marcus Smart, scores 10 points in the first quarter, 3 for the rest of the game. Al Horford, anybody that he was defending, shot 1 for 12 from the field for the game. So he was exceptional defensively. But Boston got out, recognized the level of urgency that they had to embrace. Being down 2-1, they knew they couldn't come down, be down 3-1 and expect to win this series. So they came out with the fervor, the tenacity that they needed to win this game, and that's exactly what they ended up doing.
Jason Tatum, bounce back performance. They got 40 from Brown in the loss. He comes back. Why does he seem to be the main cog in this machine?
Well, listen, I mean, the kid is ultra talented. He's 6'9", with a tremendous wingspan. He's got a mid-range game. He's got a long-range game. He's got ball handling skills. He's got the athleticism to finish at the basket, but he is sporadic at times. He came into this game leading all playoff competitors in turnovers with 60. That's how many turnovers he's had in these playoffs, which is absolutely abysmal. You can't have that from your star, and they cut down on the turnovers tonight. Jaylen Brown didn't have a great shooting night, shot 5 for 20 from the field, but he cut down on his turnovers as well. And anytime they're cutting down on their turnovers, that makes sure that you don't give opportunities to the opposition to get easy baskets, and you give that defense an opportunity to showcase its prowess. That's what Boston did tonight, particularly in the first 12 minutes of the game, and that's why they ended up walking away with it.
So he has 31. The starting 5 for the Heat, 3 dudes scored, total of 18 points. Is there any reasonable explanation for that performance?
Other than being pathetic and moribund and absolutely god-awful. I guess you could give the Boston's defense credit for that, but there is no excuse whatsoever for a #1 seed in a conference, a team that won 53 games this year, a team that is vying for a championship and in the Eastern Conference Finals. Your entire starting lineup combines for 18 points. I don't give a damn what kind of fouls the referees were calling in favor of Boston, who went to the free throw line 26 times to Miami's 9 in the first half. 5 starters have no excuse for combining for 18 points in a 48-minute game. That is beyond pathetic. It's one of those things where they should literally seek permission to get back to South Beach, for crying out loud. They shouldn't even be allowed being that damn awful. So they got some making up to do. Pat Riley knows this. Eric Spoelstra knows this. And I know they'll be able to point to the fact that the referees didn't call the game in their favor, which was relatively predictable coming into this game down 2-1 on the road. But in the end, 5 starters combined for 18 points. That's an average of 6 points per starter. If that ain't pathetic, I don't know what is.
It's less than that. But anyway, we've gone through 4 games. It's been unbelievably inconsistent.
Right, less than that. You're right.
Have you seen enough to draw some conclusion of who you might like in this now best-of-3 series?
Well, I've been of the mindset that Boston will win this series in 7 games. I think it's got a 7-game series written all over it. They already stole one in Miami. Miami stole one, or really took one, here in Boston. And now I think both teams protect their home court over the next 2 games, forcing a Game 7 back in South Beach. I will remind you that Boston came into this game 4-0 in the playoffs after losing a game. They're now 5-0. This is a team fully capable of going on the road with this defense, consuming all their bodies are healthy, and winning a Game 7 back in South Beach. I definitely think they're capable of it. It will be a daunting task, but one they are fully capable of pulling off, and I think this has a 7-game series written all over it. So I anticipate that's what will happen. Miami will go back, get their act together. They'll win Game 5. Boston will come back here. They'll win Game 6, and we'll have a Game 7 in South Beach. That's what I believe will happen, and I think Boston will win that game. and go to the finals.
So that's potentially 2 trips back to Miami. Don't lie, though. You miss Milwaukee right about now, don't you?
No. But I damn sure miss Miami, and I'm looking forward to going back twice.
Stephen A. Smith, thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.